guys, how are ya? I hope you're good. I'm Courtney. So welcome. I just want to say before we get started real quick, I don't know if you watched the intro video or not, but I will be using sexual magic, so it is very explicit, okay? So just so you're aware that this is where I'm going with this, okay? And I'm going to read for cancers, all right? So I'm excited because I'm a Cancer. And I'm actually a lot of things, okay? So I got Taurus, I got Capricorn. Here we go. All right, this is what happened with a couple of them when I start to feel other people's energies. So I'm Capricorn moon, okay? My Venus is Taurus and my rising sign is a Scorpio. So lately I have been relating to my sun sign more than anything, which is ironic just because of where Capricorn is right now. I figured I might, be relating a little more to Capricorn. But I'm really not, So let's see where us Cancers are at right now. So I'm kind of hoping it's a different scenario than what I've been reading for myself for months and months. But if it's not, that's good too, because I definitely can lead you in the right direction. So I don't know. Let's begin and see where we go. Okay. All right. So all right, Mallies. Now until January 14th, 2018. Can you please tell me where my Cancers are at? Okay. Now until January 14th, 2018. All right, I can say right off the bat, I don't think I'm in this scenario, which is fine with me. Fine with me, I guess. So I wonder if this is something that is, in the works or, unraveling, and I'm just clearly unaware of it. So we'll have to see. So right off the bat, we have the Two of Swords, okay, and in this deck, this is about, let me take a pause for a minute. This is about the magic of the black chicken, okay? Which is irrelevant because it really has nothing to do with what I'm about to tell you. It doesn't, but I'm not getting into the depth like that of the cards. This is about somebody promising something to somebody else, okay? This is a promise of love. This is a promise of whatever situation they're in. It's just a promise. So, to me, it kind of always reminded me of kind of like, no one's got a blindfold on, but, her eyes are shut and she's smelling the rose, but she's just kind of like, she's got one foot in, she's got one foot out. And it's kind of like, can I accept this promise? Can I not accept this promise? Okay. So it really just depends on, the scenario on where we're going with this. I just want to check something because the two of them are side by side. So it's basically mastering oneself, okay? Being aware of oneself, I should say. Being comfortable with oneself. So it's the Knight of Swords, okay? So, I just kind of like, they're definitely comfortable in this scenario. I mean, clearly they see somebody watching, okay? It's not phasing them. So they are comfortable in the scenario that they're in. So, which brings me to a little bit of confusion because then we have the Three of Wands and it's the force, that drives people together. It's the craving, it's the desire, it's something you thought you lost, but I don't know, is that a loss? I mean, somebody's promising something, and to me it sure seems like uncertainty, okay? And then, you know, you got people looking in. I mean, yeah, you're very confident, which is great. But, and then, you know, it's reminiscing about desire and lust and craving something that you thought was lost. And then you have the King of Chalices, and normal, you know, King of Cups is normally, you know, a love offer. So it just, not in this deck. It's okay. So in this deck, it represents gratification. But do you see anybody that's satisfied here? Okay, look at his face. Does he look satisfied? I mean, he certainly doesn't look satisfied to me. I mean, he looks like he's ruling his kingdom, and you know, he's got a cup in his hand, and you know, but I mean, she doesn't even look satisfied. She doesn't look complete. So this is why I'm kind of confused, because you know, now we got this scenario where somebody's promising something to somebody, and I think you're a little unsure, for sure, because you know, I would be a little unsure about, you know, that promise for sure, and is this person actually going to keep their promise? And then, you know, you got some confident freaking people, but you know, you got people looking in, you know. I don't know where we're going with this, because it's like you're searching for something and you're going down memory lane, and you know, you're desiring something, and you're kind of like hoping that the past or the lost will return, but I don't see what it is you're desiring, because nothing here on my table looks desirable right now. I'm sorry. It's way too many. It was like, didn't look like that many, but there was like 8 cards there. So, you know, will this person keep their promise? And are you okay with the scenario going the way, you know, that's again way too many. Are you okay with the scenario going the way, you know, it's going? And then what is it you're reminiscing about, like, honestly? Because in all reality, I just don't understand where the loss is yet, and I still don't, because you know, you got the King of Chalices, and he represents love and emotions and all sorts of things, and he looks, you know, they both look pretty discontent with themselves, and now we have the 6 of Wands, and this is about, you know, growing closer, but then yet growing apart, and having to make that decision whether or not the two of you want to be together. So you're in some type of relationship, and I'm thinking, you know, something must have happened in the past where it wasn't a good scenario, okay? Clearly it was not a good scenario, but now I'm just like, now you got the stars, okay? I gotta dig, because this is not making sense to me at all, and we have 6 cards on the table. So, you know, will this person keep their promise? And do you know, you want to be in this situation again? Like, you're desiring something that you lost, but it just looks like what you lost wasn't even freaking desirable, okay? And then it's like, you're wondering, you know, is it growing closer? Is it growing apart? Like, you're pondering the situation, and then here comes the stars, and it's like, what? Okay, and then we got the Lovers, but before that, we got the Ace of Wands. Okay, so so do you want this new start? You know, okay, so this new start can be before I jump the gun, okay? I know there's one part of this where I was always thrown by this particular. The rest will come spontaneously. It's the magic of a union. It is more about attraction, okay? Attraction with no obligations. There's a soul of pettiness. So with the stars in this situation is, you know, relieving the soul, not looking at the pettiness that may have happened, you know, not worrying about, you know, what the future may hold, and kind of just letting things happen spontaneously. So maybe there's just, I mean, there's a new start right here. I mean, it's the Ace of Wands, which is, you know, it's a union. So, you know, it's surrendering oneself in this situation. So, what, so it's like a union and surrendering in yourself, but this, like, the union is going to be so much more than what you actually thought it was going to be, is what this card represents. But then you have the Lovers, okay? And making this important choice, and I'm just like torn. I don't know where we're going with this at all. And then the Three of Chalices. It's love. It's success. It's, again, it's union. It's passion. Again, this is like one of my favorite cards. I mean, look at the intimacy. Look at the passion. Look at the beauty. But nothing is saying leave the past. It's nothing saying leave the past situation or your present situation. So I think whatever situation you're in, you seem to be content with this scenario. There is a little pondering, but nothing like infinitive where anybody wants to walk away. And it looks like it's coming from a third party, or coming from something that happened, but then going into something beautiful and being very successful at your new start. I mean, at your new beginning. So I guess, can you accept the past? Can you move on without dwelling or bringing it up? Because this is like a card of, like, you're tired of the situation you're in, okay? You're just, I mean, you're tired, you know? You feel empty. The two of you feel empty, all right? And then you got the Ace of Swords, which, you know, is bonding and giving oneself to another, which is kind of like the Knight of Swords. You know, it's like giving yourself, surrendering to the scenario, to the situation. All right, give me a minute. All right, I think at one point, whomever you were with, okay, you had something pretty great, and it just kind of went away, and he or she is still pondering if this can be something more than what it actually is. This particular person really wants that new start and wants you to make a choice. Who's it going to be? You know, because whoever it is that is really loving this particular person is really tired, tired of waiting for something to come out of this situation. I actually haven't seen anything unfold this way, but this is what it's saying. I feel like somebody's going to come back into the picture and offer something, and I think it's the person that you're hoping for, and you want to have this magical new start, and you're hoping the decision he or she makes goes in your direction for sure. And you're tired. You're definitely tired. You keep giving yourself, and it's like you just want things to kind of like transform. You just want to be able to trust this person. You don't want to hold on. It's so bizarre because I know what it's telling me. I have not seen it unfold like this, okay? The person that you want to be with, that you want to make a decision to be with you or this other person, it's in the process of I think making the decision, and the truth is coming out, and justice is here to step in, whether it goes in your direction or not. The thing is, it's like there's so much hope and desire and passion. There's all these things that you want and you crave and you reminisce about, but you're so physically freaking exhausted. You're so exhausted in your scenario because nothing is coming to fruition right this minute. So it's just kind of like, where are we going with this? You know, like, okay, so justice is here, you know, it wants to wrap some shit up. So let's see. Okay. Justice is going to wrap some shit up. Okay. We have the sun here. With all the aces on the board and the new start, and having such hope and desire, and all these wands, and talk about passion, and we have some swords, but the swords in this situation are not it's not like that. So the sun, okay, represents two souls, okay, coming together. Very passionate new start, okay. Love that only two people, a bond that only two people can explain and feel that connection. It's a soul connection, okay. So, you know, next we have, you know, the King of Wands, and this is mutual, okay. This is about a union too, and it's a commitment, and it just shows well, it's a commitment, okay, between two coming together, and this is one where it's like, has to do with silence, okay. Let me get the exact meaning for this one. Where are you? Yeah, commitment, quiet willpower, and mutual determination is what brings the two of you together. It is basically lots of thoughts that the two of you are having and going back and forth with, for sure, okay. We actually have 3 9s on the board. 2 9s on the board. We have the 9 of Wands, okay, and this is trying to make a decision, okay. Either the two of you are pondering this decision that is now in front of you, or one of you is pondering the decision that's in front of you. Either or, somebody's pondering, and in a scenario like this, you really shouldn't ponder. And I say that because look at the scenario you have in front of you of the back and forth and the stress, and the desire that somebody has for one another, and a mutual feeling that two people share this amazing bond, but is in a really tough scenario right now because there's another lover. And then we have the Nine of Swords, and this is about, like, in this particular deck is more or less like you need to forgive certain errors. You need to go about, you know, in order to restore harmony, you must begin again, okay? Even after error. So, people make mistakes, okay? People make mistakes, and I'm not... The universe is saying, okay, the universe is here, spirit is here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 brand new starts on the board. There's 3 pentacles, okay? There's a lot of passion. There's a lot of lust. There's a lot of mutual feelings. I mean, this is a soul connection, and when you find that soul connection with somebody that was unexpected, it does throw you. It does throw you for a loop, and it makes you really weigh out your options and what direction you should go in. So I feel like this direction right now is just kind of unfolding. It's a situation that's definitely unfolding, and ultimately the two of you have a huge decision to talk about, okay? It's not time to ponder on this. You know, justice is coming in, the truth is coming out. There is hope, there is new starts, there is lust, there is passion, there is desire, there is success. I mean, there is a lot of things here that look great, but you know, there is a decision that the two of you at this point really need to consider carefully, and be very honest with each other, okay? Have that heart-to-heart conversation that is needed, whether you choose to be together or not. This is a soul connection, so be gentle with each other, and you know, time will tell. In this particular scenario, it's important that you know, spirit's saying, you know, go with your gut, go with your heart, you know, use your intuition. Dig deep, okay? Go within and really figure it out. It is a beautiful reading. I know it was kind of like all over the place, but it definitely looks like there is a decision that is unfolding, that the two of you need to make. Not the person that you desire with the other person. It's actually physically the person that you desire. You will be having this conversation with this particular person, and that decision clearly needs to be made, okay? So, with that being said, I hope you guys have a fabulous week, and we will touch base, okay? We'll touch base next week and see where this is going. You guys have a great day.